Uncovering nutrient deficiencies. What you don't know can hurt you. Insomnia, pale skin, brain fog, hair loss, muscle weakness, skin eruptions, upset stomachs, and so much more. You may be suffering from some of these nutrient deficiency symptoms and have no idea. And some of your other symptoms can be avoided with the proper nutrients for you. Let's start with one of the most significant nutrient deficiencies that I see in so many women. Vitamin D deficiency symptoms. Poor bone health, muscle weakness, depression, obesity, insomnia, hair loss again, frequent sicknesses, vitamin D nutrient deficiencies, poor bone health, muscle weakness, depression, obesity, hair loss, insomnia, frequent sickness, hot flashes, fatigue, and poor wound healing. Ladies, we don't need any of those symptoms. But did you know that vitamin D is very difficult to get from food alone? That's right. The best sources include the flesh of fatty fish, fish liver oils. Smaller amounts are found in egg yolks, cheese, and beef liver. Many foods are fortified with vitamin D, but it's just not enough, and it's the wrong kind of D. For example, D2 is the type of vitamin D that's fortified in our cereals and other foods. But it's actually vitamin D3, not 2, that we need. There's plenty and plenty of studies that prove that D3 raises the blood level of vitamin D so much better than D2. The second vitamin I want to talk about is calcium. Did you know that calcium deficiency symptoms include an increased risk of weak bones again, parathyroid disease, and many kinds of thyroid imbalances? And your thyroid's right here. I see so many people in my clinic that are between age 50 and 60 with sudden hypothyroid symptoms, like weight gain. But you know what? When I check their thyroid levels in the blood, they're fine. But their PTH, or parathyroid hormone levels, are low. If PTH, parathyroid hormone, is low, you may be having hypothyroid symptoms, but the underlying cause of hypothyroid symptoms is hypoparathyroidism, which is actually, get this ladies, low-level calcium deficiency. Did you know, let me tell you some of these calcium-rich foods to help you. Dairy, of course, kale, broccoli, Chinese cabbage, yum, dark green leafy vegetables, nuts and seeds, dried figs, tofu, beans, and lentils. Calcium deficiency is definitely a concern for older adults, but younger ones too, just like us. Now let's talk about another deficiency, vitamin B12. So B12 is vital to good health because it carries oxygen through the body, through the red blood cells. Not having enough oxygen or B12 can make you feel tired, dizzy, where the room seems like it's spinning. Plus, here are some other B12 deficiency symptoms. Pale looking skin, extreme fatigue, hair loss again, anemia, nerve damage and nerve pain, brain fog. What'd you say? Sorry. Digestive issues, and numbing and tingling in the body. Here are some food sources of vitamin B12. Animal meat, seafood, dairy, eggs, and many kinds of cereals are fortified with vitamin B12. I knew an older lady that would often get very dizzy and fall. Her last fall was down the stairs in her house. Now, one would think that the weaknesses was caused from an iron deficiency because she was also pretty pale. But every time we checked her iron levels, they were normal. Then we had a thought. We ran comprehensive vitamin mineral deficiency testing, and her B12 was critically low. So she did not have iron anemia. She had what's called pernicious anemia due from a B12 deficiency. So every time she'd go to the hospital and say, I'm falling, I'm not feeling well, I'm dizzy, I don't know what's wrong. And of course her iron was checked. But instead of checking for iron anemia, what should have been done is looking at B12 anemia. She was finally given a B12 supplement and a really strong B complex, and things improved. It was really simple when you know what your body needs. Now let's move on to one of my absolutely favorite vitamins, folate, or better known as folic acid. Along with the needed vitamin B12, folate, or B9, is vital to prevent anemia. Two symptoms that I see daily in my female clients that have folate deficiency is heart disease and depression. Now, both of these deficiencies have something to do with a long word called methylation, or MTHFR deficiency. But you know what? To keep it simple, methylation has to do with cellular detox capability. So if I'm sitting in my office and I'm talking with a woman who feels blue, we increase her folate levels after we do blood work. And guess what? Her mood improves, her cardio markers improve, her focus improves, everything improves. Life is good. And you know what? I know folate is known for being really beneficial for women who are pregnant, but folate is so helpful to women of all ages, especially women my age, which is almost 60, going through menopause. So here are some folate foods that I always increase in my diet, and I hope you'll consider to do it too. Spinach, eggs, grass-fed meat, beets, beef liver, beans, sunflower seeds, which I love to put in my salads, and any yummy dark green leafy vegetable, and citrus fruit. Now, if you're a regular on my channel, and I hope you are, you won't be surprised about this next nutrient, zinc. I love zinc. I see all kinds of symptoms of zinc deficiency in my work, like acne, eczema, psoriasis, people who bruise easy, like bumping into the kitchen table, and the black and blue mark seems to last for days, if not weeks, rashes, and definitely poor healing. You know, it's really interesting. Here's an interesting fact. Skincare products that are really good on the market tend to have zinc in them. That's right, because zinc is very healing to the skin. Now, here's a secret. If I eat something usually on purpose, no one's perfect, that causes my skin to act up and I get an uh-oh on my skin and I don't want any uh-ohs, I just take extra zinc and it goes away. Now, as far as weight loss, did you know that zinc is very helpful in metabolizing protein, carbs, and fat? And it also helps improve energy, which we all need, and your immune system. I absolutely take extra zinc during cold and flu season to protect myself because so many people come in with every bug they can have and virus. It just happens. And zinc, you know what, is also the feel-good mineral. It is. If you're low in zinc, you could be cranky. If you're concerned about nutrient deficiencies and want to run a really good comprehensive blood test to learn exactly what your vitamin and mineral needs are, here's a link to my favorite micronutrient test. It is totally unlike any other vitamin test that you're going to find. It looks at intracellular levels of vitamins, minerals, fatty acids, antioxidants, amino acids, and so much more. Intracellular means the vitamins that are working for you, not ones that are just floating around in the blood. It's totally different. Check it out. Here's a fact. Even if you eat a healthy diet, you still could be low in nutrients. You still could have nutrient deficiencies. Don't let that happen to you. Click the link, order today.